We've got historical relations with South Africa. 1652, the first arrivals in this country. It took another 200 years for us to get them in 1863. The rapid changes that happened between then and now have brought our bond together. From decolonization to resistance, now it's time for trade. So young people in Uganda are looking for work just as much as South African young people. The only way to really optimize this relationship is we add value to our foods between each other. So we produce so much food, but we can't keep it in the shelf for long. We don't have storage and refrigeration. South Africa has technology and a larger market. Secondly, we have investment in Uganda from South Africa, banking, telecoms, strong service companies that have come there. We don't have reciprocal companies in South Africa, and it bothers us because if you can't balance trade, skills, that relationship doesn't last too long. So for us, this is key, that we strengthen the bilateral, but we do more trading and cross investment in our countries.
At political level, there's a lot that's happening on the continent, and Uganda being in the Great Lakes region, and South Africa currently the chair of the Peace and Security Council of the African Union. How do you see the role of South Africa and Uganda at political level, looking at what's happening in the Great Lakes region right now?
So if you permit me to speak a little plainly, we both are governed by liberation movements. And liberation movements have a way they see the world. They are not restricted by particular nuances from the West. They face things because they have cultural, historical context. So the late President Mandela helped the restoration of peace process in Burundi, along with President Museveni. Today, South Africa chairing this committee is so critical because Uganda is in Eastern Congo at the invitation of East African community, because Congo has joined us, to deal with rebel groups, insecurity in Eastern Congo. And we're not just working alone. We have Kenya, we have Tanzania, we have South Sudan acting together. Adding a South African capacity and voice at this time is very critical. But let me also tell you, beyond security and politics, Uganda is opening roads in Eastern Congo, because to trade is to create jobs, is to end insecurity. So parts where rebels would hide, trucks of food are going inside. You reduce the potential for fighting if you can bring the bigger gun in the room, South Africa, to trade with East Africa using Uganda as a base.
To ensure that South Africa is seen as a partner, not a big brother, how do we deal with that?
Africans are very cultured people. We don't invite ourselves in people's homes, and therefore the question of who is bigger, who's smaller, the solution you've seen, we speak SCFTA. You come as you are, you open your markets, you bring technology, and South Africa is doing this. We don't see South Africa as, and it's no harm to say big brother, because we are not born at the same time, but we bring special capabilities in the family. We see South Africa as a member of the family that stabilizes Africa, that has both the history, the resources, and understanding because of the conflict you had here for a very long time. So it is time to speak plainly to each other about what matters in Africa. And what matters is stability, what matters is trade, what matters is investment, value addition, manufacturing, so we can keep jobs in our countries and stop young people from leaving the continent for whatever reasons to become extremists that end up in all these places.